Hello, beautiful people. So, welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about burnout. I know this is a topic that a lot of people discuss. We think sometimes we can take a vacation and we come back home and that cures our burnout, or we could take a day off from work and it helps with our burnout, or we could do a self care activity and it helps with our burnout. But the thing with burnout is you can't take a vacation and come back home to the same things that burnt you out. So, for example, my life is extremely busy. I'm a therapist, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and I'm pulled in so many directions, and it has caused a bit of burnout for me. And so, with it, the problem is that I did not have the necessary things in place to make sure that I did not get to a place of burnout. But therapeutically and just naturally, we have to make routines to come back to when we go on vacations or take a day off or whatever it is that we feel like it's going to help us in a moment. Those things are temporary. So when you want to come back from burnout, you have to put things in place to make sure that you're getting better. So what does that mean? It might mean you need to change your job. Okay. I know you're probably thinking, how easy it is to change a job. It's not that easy right now. People are losing jobs, people are getting fired left to right. But really think about the work that I'm in. Is it something that I want to be doing? Is it causing burnout for me? Is it enjoyable? Am I doing it only for a paycheck? And when you think about those things and you think about the things that might actually make you kind of happy, or of course, of no job, it's going to be where every day is peaches and roses, and you're not gonna be extremely happy to go to work every day, or if you work from home or whatever it is, there's gonna be days where you're gonna have times where you're like, I just do not want to be here. But if every day you're going to work and you're feeling like this is not for me, that could be a reason why you're feeling burnt out. So really take the time to think about, what do I want my life to look like? How do I want my life to feel? Sometimes we can't even imagine what we want it to look like. A lot of times we can say, I want it to feel this way. I want to feel this way when I get up in the morning and I think about work, or I think about my day outside of work with your family or whatever that is. How do I want my life to feel? And at that point, you start making the necessary changes to be able to get to that space where you're leaving out of burnout. It takes time. Burnout doesn't change with a 5-day vacation. It doesn't change with, okay, I'm making a step to make some changes and it's going to change in a week. That's not how burnout works. If you've been burnt out for a very long time, it's going to take a long time to get out of that space. Like I said, they could be changing your job. They could be changing routines around the house. They could be asking people for more help. And I know us super independent, hyper independent people, we hate asking for help. And sometimes it's not that we hate asking, it's just sometimes you feel like you're not going to get the help if you ask, or it's not going to be done the way you want it to be done. But the reality is, if we're asking for help, sometimes we have to take it the way that somebody is giving it to help us if they really want to help. We do not have to have things perfect in our life. That is a false reality for things to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. Things can be great, things can be close to perfect, but the reality of it is our lives will never be perfect, nor should we strive for them to be perfect. Should we strive for them to be better? Absolutely. Should we strive for a life where we feel the way that we want to feel? Absolutely. So like I said, change jobs. Um, Create different rules around your home, asking for more help. If you're a parent, if you're a wife, if you're a husband, whatever, if you have kids in a home, ask the kids to help out a little more. Ask your spouse to help out a little more. Come up with routines for the home. Hey, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, this person does that. Tuesday and Thursday, Saturday, this person does that. Sunday, we all relax. Whatever that means for you. If that means creating more moments of self-care, if that means, hey, I like to do self-care by myself. I like to spend time by myself because I am a loner. I am a person that likes to spend time on myself. I enjoy myself. And it really recharges me when I have the opportunity to do so. So for someone like me, it might be like an idea of, hey, let me go get a hotel room. once a month or once every couple of weeks so I can spend time by myself, get room service. And I know things cost money. So what are the things that you can do that doesn't cost money? Changing the rules in the home doesn't cost money. Um, if you're getting off of work and you want to go sit somewhere for 30 minutes just to regroup before you go home to your family, that doesn't cost money. What are the things that you can do that will slowly change and take you out of the season of burnout to put you in a place where you're thriving, you feel good? So burnout takes small changes that add up to a bigger change, but you can't expect it to happen overnight, and you can't expect to go on vacation or do one activity for yourself and then you don't feel burned out. That's not how it works. You have to change things in your life. You have to change your mindset for burnout to change. It isn't a miracle, or not a miracle, but it isn't a idea of I could do this one thing and it can just change how I'm feeling. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. Healing, mental health healing, and all of the things takes work. None of it is just you just wake up and things change. You have to put the work in or you're going to be back into a space of burnout years from now. And if you feel like you're going towards burnout, do some of these things that I just mentioned to make sure that you don't get to that place. Because once you get to that place, it takes a while to get out of it. So yeah, hopefully those are some tips that somebody could use. If you have any questions about it, just put a put a comment in or tell me what you have done to get out of burnout, or what you're doing currently to get out of burnout or to not get into the place of burnout. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week or the week after. Thank you again for coming to my channel, and don't forget to follow and subscribe.